Thank you, Gabe. If it wasn't for you, I never would have thought of working in the game industry, exclaimed Jennifer Hepler to Gabe Newell as he was looking over the plans for episode 3. Gabe looked up, nervously blushing. It's really no problem, Jen. I knew you could do it, Gabe said with a shaky voice while imagining Hepler's naked figure laying across his desk. When you told BioWare that I'd make a great writer, they instantly gave me a call, explaining how the great Newell recommended me as their lead writer, Jennifer said as she sat on the couch, scratching the thick carpeting known as her pubic hair. Gabe gulped and slowly began getting an erection, his pants wet from pre-cum. Like I said, it's no big deal, Gabe managed to spit out while trying to make his erect cock noticeable. What's wrong, Gabe? Jen asked, noticing Newell switching around in this chair. Gabe couldn't take it anymore. He felt like he was going to explode. All the blood from his reign was rushing down to his thick 4-inch cock. He couldn't take it anymore. Instinct finally took over. Like a group of homeless at a free all-you-can-eat buffet, Gabe leaped over his desk like a hungry wolf and pounced Jen's body. Oh my god, Gabe, what are you doing? She was suddenly cut off by Gabe slapping the shit out of her. Shut up, you dirty fucking cunt. You know what GabeN wants. Before Hepler could utter another word, she felt her sweatpants be torn from her body and a warm feeling in her pubic area. Gabe was eating out Jennifer's hairy cunt with much pleasure. The juices that flowed from her tasted like a mixture of Mountain Dew and old pizza, but he didn't care. Oh, fuck, GabeN, that feels so good. Shoo that tongue deeper inside me, please! Exclaimed Hepler as Gabe's tongue sank in deeper into her virgin pussy. After several minutes of pussy eating, Gabe emerged from Jen's thick bush with pieces of pubic hair stuck in his teeth. On your knees, bitch. It's time you tasted the cheese wheel, Gabe said calmly as Jen lifted off her shirt, exposing her flabby udders known as her breast. She began to suck on his short yet thick cock, her mustache tickling his balls. Gabe tilted his head back, groaning as Hepler slobber all over the cheese wheel. Jen was squeezing her flabby tits as she took Gabe into her mouth, overcome with passion and fear as she lifted her breast. 3 McChicken nuggets from 2 days ago fell from under one of her flabby tits. Gabe saw this, picked them up, and ate them. Gabe grew tired of foreplay. He was ready. With the power of his gravity gun, he picked up Jennifer's fat ass and slammed it down on the desk, breaking the containers of spaghetti he planned on eating later. Covered in sweat and spaghetti sauce, she spread her legs open and begged Gabe to take her. Thrust your sword into me, my king, she whispered as Gabe slowly shoved the cheese wheel into the thick pubic jungle until finding the slit to her warmth. Her wilder beast of a moan could be heard throughout the valve office. Gabe was pounding her chubby cunt as he ate the spaghetti from her flabby tits, as Still Alive played in the background. Oh god, Gabe, I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna Before she could utter another word, she began to shit all over his ball uncontrollably. This did not bother him one bit. In fact, the scent of her feces enticed him more, causing him to thrust harder and faster, as he also shat himself. Liquid diarrhea leaked from his ass and down his legs, but he didn't care. The stench of food, shit, and sex could now be smelled throughout Valve, causing everyone to become ill. Meanwhile, in Gabe's office, he was still going at it. At this point, Jen was lactating milk from her shit and spaghetti-smeared tits. He gladly licked her sweet milk from her tits. Oh god, Jim, I'm gonna come, Gabe exclaimed as he tried to contain his orgasm. Come for me, GabeN. Give me your nectar. I am your queen bee, Jen said as she looked into Gabe's eyes. With the force of 1,000 dogs, he pulled out and gave a mixture of piss, semen, shit, and spaghetti sauce in her mouth, filling it to the brim. He collapsed on his off-ice couch in victory. He had slayed the beast that will be known as Hamburger Helper. As he tried to make sense of what came over him, a script landed in his lap. He didn't notice at first until Jennifer tugged on his leg. Please read it, Gabe. It's a gift from me to you, she said, covered in shit, semen, and sauce. Oh, okay, Gabe said. The front title said Episode 3. As Gabe read through it, he began to feel sick to his stomach. Out of nowhere, he began to vomit uncontrollably all over Jen, who, in turn, threw up on his shitty cock and balls. Gabe couldn't take it anymore. Every word he read was a piece of his soul he could not get back. While on his knees, Gabe pulled out a .38 special and put the barrel of the gun into his mouth while crying. He closed his eyes and thought to himself, "Forgive me!" and pulled the trigger. Gabe violently woke up, screaming, and fell out of his chair. Oh god, it had been a dream after all, he said while sighing in relief. He looked down at his desk and saw it, the script for the unfinished Episode 3. He looked at it deep in thought and made the right choice. He took his Gordon Freeman bobblehead table lighter and lit the script on fire and threw it in the trash can. He sent an email to all staff to end all work on Episode 3. After he did this, he looked out the window as the sun was fading. "I did this for the good of the people," Gabe said as he smiled to himself. Elfine.